Bub. Welcome to Not Just Gaming Podcast. Don't turn that channel.
Welcome everybody to the first audio-only version of the Not Just Gaming Podcast. You may be catching us on iTunes, YouTube, or possibly even SoundCloud, but welcome to the show. I'm AJ, and I'm one of the hosts of the show, and I'm joined by Bobby.
Oh, hey.
And obviously from the other left, we got Rooster or Ruiz. Take your pick on which one you want to call him.
I'm here.
So basically, for those of you that have not checked this out before, we'll be bringing you all things from gaming, tech, to movies and entertainment, or you know what, anything we see fit, I guess. So at least for now, this time of the year for us generally is relatively slow, I guess, with everything.
It's summertime usually like that.
Yeah, there's not really much going on, so we thought we'd cover a couple of things that have gone over the last 2 weeks, I guess would be appropriate. And maybe like a week to come. So,
Good.
I guess if you guys we can just kind of jump right in, unless there's anything else you guys want to kind of say to introduce us.
No, I mean,
This is just
that was
us.
good.
It's just us now and forever.
Okay, yeah, this is it. There's no fucking redoing this shit, so I hope it worked. Anyway, so our first big thing was, since everybody's talking about it, we thought we'd jump on the bandwagon, is E3 wrapped up last week. So, obviously a lot to talk about gaming wise.
What's that?
I don't know. I've been hearing a lot about it. I
I've
haven't been
moved on
watching.
to 4E.
What?
The fuck out
Or
of here.
E4. Whatever.
We might as well. I mean, they ain't upgrading those numbers anymore. At this point, especially with the what?
What is the history behind why do they call it E3? Electronic. Oh, it's the
Entertainment
E3.
Expo. Electronic Entertainment Expo. There's three E's in it,
I get
so it's
it.
E3.
It's like E squared or cubed, whatever.
Cubed.
I caught it.
That's why CES is Consumer Electronics Show and TGS is Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah,
And...
but they call it C3. And T3.
Ah.
You know?
No.
Okay, well,
No,
you
it's CES.
answered my
Okay, how about this
question.
one? C2E2.
Isn't it Chicago Entertainment Convention something or another?
Fuck if I know. It's Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo or something like that.
Chicago Common Entertainment Expo. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I googled that
C2E2.
shit because I wasn't sure. So anyway,
Yeah, there you go.
so I guess what we thought we'd do is I guess the best approach is we just tackle conference by conference, and I guess we can say like quick blurbs on what we thought stood out and what didn't.
Fucking bananas. That's what stood out.
So to kick off all of E3, which was on last Saturday.
I think a little bit more than that, right? Was it really last Saturday?
Well, not the
Can't be
Saturday,
last
but
Saturday.
just 2 Saturdays ago, I guess.
2 Saturdays ago, okay.
That's appropriate. So they kicked off the show with EA. I mean, for me, EA is usually the same sports stuff, so I don't really go too above and beyond watching them. But this year I tuned in for just really Battlefront. I don't know if it... And then they kind of showed off a little bit for Anthem, but that wasn't really too much. But Battlefront? Oh, man.
It made him...
Dude, you have no idea. Watching the live stream of that, and it's like a Battlefront style, like, multiplayer game mixed with like a little bit of Overwatch.
It's gonna be a massive multiplayer experience.
Class-based now instead of customizing your loadout.
Oh yeah, exactly. Between that and the fact that you have like that Overwatch style objective system, where it's not like just one open battlefield and it doesn't really do anything.
I wonder how feasible it's going to be to play the objective though in that game.
It's got to be feasible. There's got to be some sort of balance.
I mean, at least it's back to the class system like the other Battlefronts.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. At least that's something that... I hope there's a little bit of customization between each class, though.
I feel like it's going to be the same customization like they had in the first game.
Well, that's awesome. Definitely a lot more... what do we have this time around? A lot more Jedi and Sith.
Jedi. The Jedi.
Characters to play from. I know they showed off, I think it was Darth Maul, Rey, and Han Solo, and Boba Fett. I think were the 4 that showed up in the actual gameplay they showed off. But I know Yoda's supposedly in there. I'm gonna assume Luke's been shown off in the trailer. Leia's probably in there. I'm hoping we get Obi-Wan this time because they kind of skipped out on him the first game.
Ah,
How do you add Obi-Wan?
it depends on which one it is.
Give me Ewan McGregor. Alec Guinness is too slow.
Yeah,
good.
I agree.
Ewan
with you on
McGregor's
that.
good.
They might, but if anything,
Does he
I'd
have the
probably,
kinky beard though, or is he shaved?
I would assume the beard.
Is he shaved?
But
It's
I mean,
significant, young Obi-Wan versus Maul, or is it fucking
old Obi-Wan versus Maul.
Dilfy Obi-Wan?
I honestly think that I wouldn't be surprised if we see like character skins like for each.
Oh yeah.
Like
For-
you're definitely gonna see young Luke and then Gilf Iconic turn around to see who the hell is this bitch on my island, Luke.
I just hope that I hope that when they when the next movie comes out, I hope the next scene is, "Get the fuck off my lawn" or something like that. And just like,
Leave. That's it.
It's definitely gonna be interesting to see where that picks up. Supposedly it's like right after, but we'll have to see.
Sounds like a good time.
Did anybody else have anything that EA showed off that they were interested in particular? I mean, some of the games they showed off, for those that didn't check it out, I think by now you probably have. But there's Anthem, Battlefront, FIFA 18, Madden, Need for Speed Payback. There's also The Journey and it was just the actual details for more Madden. A Way Out was shown off, which is made by the guys who did Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, so that looks pretty interesting.
Oh, Way Out looks cool.
Yeah, it's like that prison like co-op game, I think.
It's like Prison Break
Yeah, it looks
as a
pretty
video game.
I hope it's a good like, really have to strategize thought process kind of game.
I hope so.
It's
I'm
supposed
just
to be
mostly
like
excited for Battlefront. Need for Speed
they want it to be
kinda
like
has
a
me interested.
couch co-op game, right? Way Out.
It's not
I think that's what they
necessarily.
were
You
saying.
can do couch co-op, but it's not required. It can be just online.
Still gets points just for that. Not enough games offer
No,
couch co-op.
no games offer couch co-op anymore.
It's bullshit.
Maybe Tekken. Maybe a fighter
Fighting
does.
games.
Yeah, that's it. Overwatch don't. Halo, I think, does. Might be the only one that's left. But they're still waiting on another one of those. But
You can do that
anyway.
with Call of Duty, can't you?
Yeah.
Nobody has fun one-on-one in Call of Duty.
No,
Those are
you
Yeah,
like
I mean, you only do zombies.
multiplayer. No, you could still do split screen multiplayer.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I
And
mean,
they didn't really show off too much of Anthem at the EA conference. That was really the
no,
Microsoft
they
It's
they
probably-
really pushed
The
it
trailer.
at Microsoft. That and they talked about Madden being.
The
I mean, they
greatest
showed it
ever.
off, but they said that they were gonna. There's a lot of features coming to the Pro X, but we'll get to the X later.
They're always telling.
They
us
should have
that
just
the-
had Tom Brady come on the stage and be like, "I'm the GOAT," and everyone would boot his ass off the stage.
That probably would have been more iconic of a press conference for them.
Honestly, there's so every year
I don't think they can afford Tom Brady.
Every year they come out and say, "Oh, this is the best Madden we've ever made, and it's a whole
Actually-
new engine."
No,
and
no,
this
no.
and this."
They do that with FIFA.
Oh, they do that with FIFA. They do it in all the sports games.
What I have to say
always
is,
feels the same. That's why I don't buy those games anymore.
I haven't bought a sports game, but when Ruiz picked up NBA, this new story mode that they're doing in these games actually really has me interested, because it's like you play somebody that starts from like the. It's gonna sound like the song, but I'm not trying to reference it. Like you start
Started
from
from
the bottom.
the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, basically. But you like work your way through your career. And I think that's more interesting than you just
That's what they're
getting
trying to do at Madden this year.
yeah, than getting
Actually-
just a random player that's already on a really big team and you just play season to season. I think that's just stupid.
Thankfully,
I mean,
you played
I-
this year's game. 2016 sucked, the story.
Well, yeah, at least they made improvements. I'm glad that I did. Note to self, if I get the Game Pass, not to play 16.
Now, if only they could make the WWE game story actually good.
Well, they need to fucking learn how to make that game visually stunning as opposed to actually.
So you're saying
everything
put it
else.
on the fucking Frostbite engine?
Yeah, that's literally all it requires is I think people would appreciate it more is if they had better characters.
AJ just wants to have a
models.
literal sweat match in
Yeah.
the game.
I want to be able to see Brock Lesnar sweat his ass off in the ring. That's it.
Literally just leave a lake of sweat in the ring.
Just a kiddie pool in the middle. But so I think that was it for EA. I'll hold off on the big three until the end, since
So you want
one
to
will
do
roll into
Ubisoft
an.
next?
Yeah. No, we'll do Bethesda because Bethesda was like next on
Bethesda.
Sunday. I know a lot of people didn't like what Bethesda did. I thought it was okay. I thought the biggest highlight for them was that everything they showed off came out in this year, not like everybody else.
That was pretty substantial compared to everyone else. Everything comes out this year for them.
That's yes, the thing is everybody else is, I would say, a little segue, but everybody else
They're,
is 2018
Yeah,
hmm
but
and up.
a lot of their stuff is just re-releasing stuff that they already like.
So they re-released Skyrim for the
Like
20th time.
yeah, Skyrim, then
But
Fallout.
Skyrim's getting VR treatment,
Yeah,
Fallout
as is
VR is awesome.
Fallout and Doom.
Yeah, those three will definitely. I would say those are good additions for the fact that VR hasn't really gotten any real good first
What I'm
party
interested
support
in
or third
is
party support, really.
they said that they didn't solve the locomotion problem last year when they were showing off Fallout and Doom VR, but it looked like when they showed off Skyrim, they had like full motion, not teleporting. So I'm interested to see what they did to fix that.
I don't
Because they
know.
said the motion sickness was a big issue.
They must have figured out. Maybe they
some
slowed it
people
down
just
a little
can't
bit.
handle it.
VR is it's very like you have to have the stomach to do it, to be honest. Because if not, it throws off your vertigo. If you're looking down and you're
Do
standing up and you can't
do
see the
you
ground.
how are you with it? Because I know like you've had problems with motion sickness in
Honestly,
the past.
it yeah, but in comparison to this, it doesn't bother me. This I've experienced Batman. I'd say I've played it quite a handful of times,
Mm-hmm.
and I've played Eve Valkyrie, which is supposedly like the most
Yeah,
nauseating
Eve.
game you
Eve
can
is
play.
intense.
If you
Sometimes I
can
get
handle
fucking
that,
nauseous.
yeah, you can handle anything,
Yeah.
and that's like the hardest. And that I was
Yeah,
okay with.
See, like
that,
with my drone that I have, I fly it through like basically the same thing. It's like
Yeah.
goggles. It's like first person view.
Hmm.
Um, and when I hand like sometimes I'll be out with Kate and she'll put the goggles on and I'll fly it like line of sight. And
Uh-huh.
she can't even like look through it. She's like, I'm getting nauseous. Like I can't look at that screen. When I first started, it took me a while to
Yeah,
like
definitely you have to build up
I
a
had to
tolerance.
sit whenever I flew because I would
you adapt to it.
fall over. Yeah, but I'm like I got so used to it now. Cuz you wanna move your body.
Yeah.
That's the thing is you want to move. I've seen a video of someone trying it out at the in the mall or something like that, like at the Microsoft store, like trying out like Oculus Rift or something, and they just falling flat on their face.
It happens because you honestly you throws you completely off. Like I told you, when you look down, you probably feel the same thing. When you look down and you see the ground, like but
Yeah,
it's pretty far away, it probably wigs you out.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
like when you have like a dream that you're falling,
yep.
or you're like in a car and you get in an accident and your body just like jumps like that.
Hmm
Hmm.
I actually, honestly, I've never tried VR yet. I still haven't tried it at all.
One day when you come over, I'll have to show it to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll have to show you.
I
Gotta
haven't
make you play
played.
Resident Evil in VR.
I've
Oh, that's a mind fuck
I mean, I
experience.
have an interest in it, but I haven't had an interest in it until like now that Bethesda's putting Fallout 4 in VR and Skyrim in
I would
VR
probably,
and
if I was
games
you,
like that are coming out in VR, then I am totally fucking into it.
I would probably, if I was you, I would suggest holding off till probably
The
seeing what
next
it comes out.
generation.
I would say see what happens in E3 2018
Yeah,
Mm.
no, that's
because of the
exactly what I'm
fact
doing.
there's gonna be. So I would assume by then Microsoft's version of a VR will be ready.
There's gonna be new tech. Yeah, there's gonna be new games. I'm not gonna, because by the time that I get it, like watch, there'll be like a drop in price on something, and I'd get it for PC most likely.
Yeah.
Because my
Well,
system can handle it now. It's
You're
just I
gonna
don't
get a
have
Vive. The
what?
Vive's the real deal. Looks like.
yeah, it seems like Vive's the only real
Yeah,
pertinent competitor, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, with the backing of Steam, it's pretty
Hmm
hard to argue that.
Well, that's
yeah.
what
I
happens
mean,
when fucking Valve buys it.
once Valve buys it, it's
And
never
it's
gonna
game
get
over at the
released.
end of the
It's
day.
on our platform. It's ours. You can never have it again.
But
Ah,
see,
ah,
now that
ah,
I
ah.
see that there's bigger games coming, I'm kind of interested in it.
Yeah.
But we'll
It's good.
see.
My
600.
biggest gripe. my gripe about it is the fact that the price is the
Yeah.
price is high. I know PSVR is lower, but the problem is the content that's there. Once you get through that, there's not much more to do with it.
It's not coming out as fast as PC
No, it
because
needs to.
there's less
Yeah,
developers working with it.
I do want to try. I haven't heard anything about it because I don't think it's out yet. I think it comes out tomorrow. Is the Spider-Man VR experience?
Ooh,
If either of you know
That's
what that is,
interesting.
that
it's
fucking
supposedly
game.
it's for like the PC and PS4. It's like you get to suit up as Spidey and do some like challenges or something.
How much does
Obviously, it's
that cost?
I think it's free.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's gimmicky
Fucking
as shit, but still, like, if my
yeah, but that's kind
opportunity
of
to
like the
be
Batman
Spider-Man and
experience.
be
That's
like,
cool. I paid $20 for Batman. Well, 10,
yeah.
but I had $10 off.
Um, but yeah, I mean, other than that, Bethesda was small minus the VR stuff, and I mean, they
I
did
mean,
have Wolfenstein, which Wolfenstein looked pretty good.
I still haven't finished the
I'll
first one.
I'll admit though, I'll probably play Skyrim in VR.
I will too.
Oh yeah, I play it. I mean, the hours that I have into that game.
Who doesn't want to be an asshole and scream the fucking Fushroda into your headset?
But am I gonna have to buy another version of Skyrim? Like
I'm
if
gonna
I
say
have
probably.
the fucking
Yeah.
assholes of Bethesda.
PC maybe not. PC they might patch it in, but I feel like the consoles will probably have to do.
Well, they
A,
make you when they remastered it for PC, they gave you a free upgrade, but only if you had all of the DLC.
I had it. I got it. You
well,
have it.
I mean, that's appropriate.
Yeah, well, I have.
You have it through me.
Do I
I
have it
think.
through you?
I mean,
You
you.
should.
I have Dawn Guard and I have whatever one came up after that. Isn't there three? I feel like I only have two of them.
No, there's 4.
There's four. Oh
Uh,
yeah, I don't have all four of them. I
Yeah,
have
Hearth's
but
all
if
of
but
I
if
have all of
he
the
ha-
Fallout 4 DLC.
Hearthfire, Dawn Guard, uh, what the fuck is the other one?
But still, fuck it. I could download
There's a dragon
mods.
one, and then there's I don't know.
You could just download texture mods for free, and it
Yeah,
looks even better than.
you can probably just buy the. Oh no, you can't get the free upgrade now, but I mean,
Yeah, I want to
Skyrim
play it
Game
through
of the Year edition
completely.
is fucking like $2 on Steam right now for the summer sale.
It's one of the games that never gets uninstalled from my computer.
oh, that's actually a
Well,
good thing to note. That's the Steam summer sale that's going on right now.
Oh yeah,
until July, what is it, 2nd?
And I know also
and I've been good.
Xbox is doing their summer sale as well, Ultimate Game Sale right now, and
I
that
would
goes.
definitely recommend if anyone's gonna look for a title on Steam, pick up the Dragon's Dogma: Dark Arisen. It's only $11. It's a good deal.
That's a pretty good deal.
It's a good
Um,
game. A lot of fun.
yeah, I mean, there's always during this time, there's always great sales on some good games that have come out probably usually within the last year, sometimes a little further back, and there's still great prices.
If
So
you
on
like any
either,
of the Unreal Tournament games, also the entire collection's on sale for $8. Every
well,
Unreal game ever made.
yeah. So if I
Same
was
thing
you
with Quake.
guys, definitely check out if you play on, check out the Xbox sale, or if not, Steam as well. I think Sony's still going. I think theirs started like last week though.
Yeah, they still had a couple flash sales today, I think, pop up.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Steam
dude.
sale runs to the 5th.
And
Oh,
yeah,
the fifth. Okay.
5th of
the
July.
Xbox runs I think till the 10th. Yeah, the 30th to the 10th, so it starts tomorrow. Or for you guys, whenever you decide to play this, that's your call. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, what's it called? Looked really good. Wolfenstein looks awesome.
Yeah, like I
I
said,
gotta say that.
I have the first one. I just haven't really played it. Like I think
I
I
like
got
how
I
the
they're
haven't
going
second
with
played
one.
the
the.
first one, but after looking at the trailer for the new one, I want to go back and go play the first one before this comes out.
I think I'm.
I like the whole zany vibe they're going with this one. Fucking embracing the crazy.
I actually
Oh,
I bought that for my dad one year, either for his birthday or Father's Day, and he really liked it.
I have to try it then. I really do.
It's a good
Um,
game. It's a good game.
Yeah, actually, speaking of games, old games, another thing that you won't find out if you go in store, but I might as well tell you about it now. From now until the end of August, GameStop's running a promotion, and it's called the Summer Swap. So basically, how it works for those of you that are listening, you pay $60, and you can pick out any pre-owned game that you choose, play it, bring it back, and swap it for another game from now until the end of August. And then the last game that you take, you keep.
Hmm.
It's
That's
for,
interesting.
if you don't use GameFly or something and there's a bunch of games you miss but you don't want to spend the money on them, it's a great opportunity. I was thinking of doing it and then keeping Resident Evil for myself at the end. I mean, at the end of the day, the
And
game
it's any pre-owned game?
any pre-owned game.
Wow.
And then you can do it as quickly as you want, as often as you want. So if you have a game a day for the whole summer, I feel like you're getting your money's worth. $1 a
I'm gonna have
day.
to try that out.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good buy.
That's a very
Um,
good buy.
so yeah,
And
they
yeah.
won't. I went into GameStop and I asked them about it. They don't advertise it. So little tidbit
Oh,
for
that's
you.
because our boy Marco don't work there no more.
Well, no, the ladies like for obvious reasons we don't advertise it because they obviously want you to buy the games and not return them. But
Is it like advertised in the store, like in the
yes,
window or
they have
something?
information about it behind the counter, but there's no actual signs up to show it off.
I love it. I love it.
But
Them
I
shady
thought
business practices.
at first I thought it was a joke. Like I
Shady
read online, I thought
sales.
it was a joke, and I asked about it, and she was like, "No, it's a thing. We just don't promote it." So
Just don't talk
for those,
about it.
yep. So check that out. It's great opportunity. Even if you don't want to, you know, buy any other games, you want to just keep one at the end. I suggest doing it.
Yeah,
I
you can
mean,
catch up on all the games you missed. It's a good
yeah.
deal.
I mean, and then you can get like one of the games that just came out pre-owned.
That's what I was gonna do. Like, that's fucking genius.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna probably get Resident Evil 7 in VR at that point, just so I can have it.
Oh, so good, so good.
All right. So without any further ado, I guess we can keep rolling forward. I think it was Monday. Was it Ubisoft?
Oh wait, we got to do the Devolver Digital press conference. That was after Bethesda.
Was it? There was another. I didn't even know about it. There was another press conference I missed.
It was like a
You,
troll, but it was great.
you might have to fill me in on this one.
So the Devolver Digital company is great at publishing great indie titles, such as the Hotline Miami games and many others.
Hmm.
They had a conference this year, and it was basically a giant parody on how ridiculous E3 is, and it was great. You can watch it on YouTube. It's like 11 minutes. Not too long, not too short. Lots of laughs. They didn't
Huh.
really cover too many games, but they did have a cameo from the head of Grasshopper Studios, which is people that make all the crazy ass games, the Suda 51 games, like Lollipop Chainsaw and Shadows of the Damned and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
He made a cameo, which was kind of funny. But check it out. It's a good time.
I have to definitely check that out now that I know it exists.
Mhm.
I know that also there was like a PC gaming show that was like Monday morning, but like there were no announcements other than like Age of Empire Definitive Edition and like XCOM DLC. About
Oh,
it though.
XCOM's gonna be fucking kinky though.
It's a good game. It's still very popular. Haven't really gotten into the series myself. It's been too much to play.
It's time
Um,
consuming too.
Next we will have, like I said, Ubisoft, which theirs was pretty decent. They showed off South Park again for like the eighth time. I think that comes out in October,
What, Stick of
hopefully.
Truth?
No, the Fractured Butthole.
Oh. They have the Fractured Butthole on fucking.
That's still part of the pre-order package.
It's
If
on
you get it,
Steam.
you
It's
get
on
it
Steam for like
included.
75% off.
Oh, so you're thinking of Stick of Truth? There's no way, because Fractured Butthole hasn't come out
Yeah,
yet.
that's what I thought it was just DLC. That's why.
Oh no, it's like
No,
literally a whole new
it's a
game.
full game. It's parodying the Marvel movies now, or
Yep,
superhero movies in general.
I'm definitely in at that point. Um, let's see what else. Then they also showed off some Assassin's Creed, which at this
Be the
point
arrow.
people have seen. The Crew 2, Transference, and Skull and Bones, which is kind of similar, I guess, to what the hell's the name of that game? I'm drawing a
Skull and
blank.
Bones.
Yeah,
That's
it's
basically an
like a pirate
upgrade
game.
of Assassin's Creed 4's pirating
Yeah,
mechanics, which everybody loves.
it's the
So
wannabe
everyone's
Sea of
gonna like
Thieves.
that. I think they're a little bit different.
I've heard
They
they're a
want
little bit.
Skull and Bones to be like competitive ship fighting, and Sea of Thieves like a campaign or a co-op like fun game.
Oh,
You know,
With
okay.
you have to be a
inaccurate
pirate,
sailing
fuck around.
mechanics.
Actually, they're both pretty accurate from what I saw. It's just Sea of Thieves is goofy and
I mean, if anybody's
Skull
gonna
and
know
Bones trying to
sailing
be
mechanics,
competitive.
it's that guy.
I know. I like looking for. Same thing with guns. I like to do that too, where I'm just like, that's bullshit. Like,
You can't shoot
yeah.
that far away.
Ah, yes.
And
Both
then
the ships
last,
are heading straight towards each other, but are both sailing downwind somehow.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's total.
I think it works.
It's legit.
And then last we had from them, which was a surprise because we've been hearing about this game for I'd say what 3-4 years, even longer.
Correct.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 finally got
It's like
unveiled.
9 years.
Is it 9? Is that long?
Yeah. Fucking came out on the 360.
Well, I know, but there's been rumors for like the last couple of years that this was coming.
Well,
At
there's
E3.
leaked footage and other footage and shit getting leaked all the time.
Yeah.
Then the
So,
hype train stopped because they showed a trailer like fucking, what, 4 years ago?
Yep.
Now they're finally back with an actual working new engine. So hopefully
That's
it gets made.
I think it'll be fun. I think there's a lot of demand for the game, so I think they'll put the capital forward to do it.
Well, a lot of people are saying they won E3 because of just that trailer, but there's
That's a
no
little
game yet.
stretch.
It's just an engine and a trailer.
Time will tell. I mean, we'll probably see something. I don't think at Gamescom. We'll
Mhm.
probably see it at next E3.
Or 2 E3s from now.
I'm giving them benefit of the doubt, just like Kingdom Hearts. So we'll see. Time will tell.
Fucking the next time they see Kingdom Hearts at a game show, any game show
We're gonna be
or
dead.
expo, they
Well,
better
no,
have a release date because people are gonna freak out.
they said it has to come out within the next 3 years. Disney's bugging about it.
3 years.
3 years? We've been
I'm
waiting
gonna be dead
5
3
already.
years.
Oh, for Kingdom Hearts, you've been waiting at
5?
least
Please,
10,
yeah,
almost
please.
10 years.
Not even
Yeah,
close
well,
up.
that's yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is in like what, early 2000s?
Hmm.
Yeah, but when they came out and a couple years after, we weren't even thinking about it. But
Oh, I was
think of
thinking
how
about
long
Yeah,
we've
but
heard that it's a thing and that they haven't given us anything
well,
on it.
this was the first time before E3 that they showed off a good chunk of actual gameplay that looked actually pretty put together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty far along, I would assume. So yeah, we've been waiting for this game since. So it's been 11 years. 2006 was Kingdom Hearts 2. So it's a long time.
A long
And
time
it
coming.
definitely ain't coming out till 2018. So we'll be waiting 12 years.
Fucking A.
So
That'd be
now
cool.
we're back. Now we're on to the big three.
Dun, dun,
Um,
dun.
I guess we'll
Okay,
work
just
back.
real quick, I watched this
Yeah.
whole trailer of Skull and Bones, and it's actually legit.
I
Spelling
told you.
mechanics. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
They actually put a lot of time in it.
Yeah.
It's they
Yeah,
spent like 4 years developing that. Just that.
I would say
Or at
that
least that's what they said.
what's it called? The other. Why do I keep drawing a blank on this name? The other one, not the other pirate game, not the
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Thank you. I think that's more of like you said, like a kind of like a quest, like
It's a
not
fun
it takes
co-op
itself
game.
seriously, but not too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just for fun. Fuck
Gotcha.
around,
All
attack
right.
other
Who are
pirates.
we
It's a good
talking
time.
about first of the big three?
I think because we have another topic in regards to the other two, I think we'll start with Nintendo first.
Nintendo.
Listen, I
Because
was.
Nintendo fucking pulled out of nowhere
Let
this
me tell
year.
you what. I'm getting a fucking Switch.
For
Dude,
Black Friday, maybe.
you might be able to get one, maybe, hopefully by Christmas.
Well, we'll see around tax return season.
Well, they
You're
might
waiting a
put.
whole
They'll,
year.
I
They're
need
not
to
they'll,
going to be in existence.
I need to stop. I need to stop putting stuff on my credit cards that I don't need.
That's not a healthy
mm,
way to live.
No, it's not.
blow it all. Blow it
You
all.
gotta just max it out, bro. That's it. Just
But
max it
Yep.
out.
like Kirby, come on.
Kirby looked great. I mean,
Metroid,
Mario Odyssey, which I didn't know what that was at first, looks like a lot of fun.
It's all about that Splatoon, boys.
Splatoon, Metroid, fucking Rocket League,
We're getting
Oh
two
my god.
Metroids, though. We're not even
yeah,
Two
just getting
Metroids,
one.
dude. Two Metroids.
Odyssey.
I gotta say, I creamed at that.
And we're getting a Pokemon RPG for the Switch. Oh,
And it's like it's a true Metroid sequel too. It's a Prime. Metroid
Yeah.
Prime.
Well, there's the Prime, and then there's the like the 2D like the 2D side scroller one, I
Yeah,
think.
which looks awesome too.
Yeah. Which both of which I've heard are coming out definitely next year.
Fuck, my controller's in both.
Yeah, I've heard both are coming out in 2018. For
Do
both
you
of them.
both? You guys both have Switches, right?
No,
No, I
I
didn't
think
get a
I'm the
Switch
only
yet.
one that does.
Uh,
Can't afford the expenses at the moment.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, the games that are out thus far are okay. Zelda and Mario Kart are what really drive it in for you to actually get one.
yeah.
Arms looks pretty cool too. Like that guy
Arms,
was going ham. Did you watch the tournament?
I did, and it's like it's okay for me. It's okay. I don't see myself sitting in my room by myself punching in the air. I just don't see it.
See, AJ, back when we did the old podcast, I don't even know whatever one it was,
Uh-huh.
and I always forget to bring this up to you. But do you remember me talking about, because we were talking about like the mobile platform?
Yep.
Um, all I can remember is what I described as exactly what I wanted is what the Nintendo Switch is. I wanted a
Ideally,
tablet with controllers on the side, and what they give
yeah.
us, a tablet with controllers on the side. It is,
About fucking time.
but back when we were talking about it, the technology just wasn't there. The
No,
software wasn't there.
iPads were just becoming a thing,
Yeah,
really, like a
like,
big thing.
but I thought it would be like, I want one so bad.
You predicted the
This
future,
one.
Yama.
You did, essentially, yes.
That's not that I
Uh,
predicted it. It just it's kind of
You're
weird.
supposed to say yes, I did.
The
Yes,
first
yes, I
time
did.
that
I
I've
have
been
all
like,
godly
this is
powers.
what we need. This is what's going to be the future of mobile gaming.
So what's your next prediction there, Prophet?
I don't know.
When are we getting Halo 6? Could you give me like a time frame on that?
12 years from now.
I want Halo back on the PC.
They might probably will come to PC. I wouldn't
It
Yeah,
rule
it's
will.
that.
probably going to be with the.
I want to go with like 95% chance it
Oh
comes
yeah.
to PC.
Oh, did you see that they got the blessing from 343 to finish that fan remake of Halo 1?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'll do it, honestly.
Well, they did. They said finish the game. 343 said finish the game. They're not
Oh,
gonna.
oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought. Okay. Yeah, they're supposedly they're well underway on this, but I mean, who knows?
They're far enough along to show off tech videos of it.
Well, I'm at Halo 6 in regards.
Oh yeah, it's being made.
They're working on it. I don't think it's. I'm going with probably next year.
Nah,
That
they'll announce it. They ain't gonna be fucking out next year.
I don't know, man. They've been working. Well, how long has it been since Halo 5? 3, 4 years?
2 years, 3 years.
Next year would
Uh,
be 4 years. I mean, I think that's doable.
That game's still alive though. Like,
Well,
people
you know what
still
I heard?
play that.
I did hear they went back to the drawing board because of the story being very unpopular in 5.
that's because I was pissed off there was no fucking epic boss battle between Locke and Chief.
Well, that's what everybody, because that's what the marketing showed. But
That's what they
supposedly
showed.
everybody was
I
pissed.
was
So they're like,
I
well,
was ready for like pick your side and then fucking fight it out. It'd been epic. And it'd
yeah,
been
but
super divisive.
you know how that would end. Chief wouldn't die.
Neither of them would die because that would fuck up the
Eh,
story.
they could kill Locke. Nobody's gonna be upset at the end of the film.
Damn, you can't kill Mike Coulter. That's fucked up.
You can.
You
He's
can
Luke
kill
Cage.
Luke Cage. Exactly.
But other than that, getting back to Nintendo, I don't think they should. They showed off Rocket League. It'll be cross-platform between I think the PC and Xbox.
Skyrim.
They showed off Skyrim, which gets like what's it called? Link Amiibo compatibility, where you like drop it on the
Yep.
thing and you become
You get to
Link.
get Link in his armor and the Master Sword and the horse Epona.
Epona. I'm trying to think anything else. I don't think they had showed off the DLC for Zelda, which I have the game. It doesn't really blow me away. Maybe I'll get it down the road. We'll see. I haven't even gotten far enough into Zelda to talk about it, to be honest.
The the thing is with every Zelda, always introduces new mechanics to gaming. Well, not
Oh
new
yeah,
mechanics, but they always put new mechanics in every Zelda, so it's always interesting every time.
there's a lot of mechanics in this game. But no, there was so much that came out right after the Switch that I just haven't had time to invest into the game, which I'll get there. I'll probably stream it sometime in the near future. So next we'll go into Sony.
Okay.
Um, Sony basically, I'd say they showed off some stuff that we've seen and some stuff that we haven't seen. So they showed off God of War 4, which it's God of War. It looks amazing.
Oh
It
yeah.
don't come out till next year though, I don't think.
I love that
Next.
Naughty Dog version that they're making. Naughty Dog's making a lot of fucking games at Sony.
Yep, they're fucking buying everything. Sony's going crazy. They're just taking their wallet and throwing it in the
They're
air.
making a second zombie game by Naughty Dog. They're making God of War. They're making Spider-Man.
Yeah, they definitely Days Gone looks awesome. I don't think I'm not really in a rush to get it if it comes out next year, so I don't really it'll matter.
I honestly didn't think they'd be throwing all of their new games for their main titles on the fucking Naughty Dog engine. But hey, it's theirs, so they're gonna use it, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a beautiful. I mean, the games that go on the engine come out awesome and they look stunning, so I don't see why not.
Mhm.
So they also showed off, like we said, Spider-Man got a gameplay footage. Game looks awesome. Kind of reminds me of like a mix. I'd say like Batman, the Batman series.
See, people say that, but Spider-Man did it first. Like the fucking Spider-Man 2, the movie,
Spider-Man did do it first.
that had that combat. Even the
Yeah,
original Spider-Man on
I mean
Xbox, oh,
the mechanics were very bare bones back
it
then.
was rougher, but it was the
Yeah,
same mechanics as Arkham. They
that is
just
100% true. That looks good. That's next. I think that's gonna wind up getting pushed into Q2, but they say Q1.
they say
I know
Q1.
I know Sony's big on the Q1 phase.
See,
I
but
don't know.
remember, it's Q1 of fiscal year. It's not Q1 of our calendar.
Yeah, but when does their fiscal year end? That's the question.
March.
Why isn't it? Who picks March? It's such an odd time to end.
It's either March or February.
Speaking from my profession standpoint, that's a fucking weird time to end shit.
Pushes glasses closer to nose.
It's what is he, a fucking
Basic.
anime character?
No, right. AJ, doesn't it usually end in
Yo, it is March
August?
3rd.
Right? Isn't that
No,
no?
December.
No, no, no,
12,
That's
no,
when
no.
we end
12/31.
ours.
They want to get the holiday.
Yeah, they do
And
3/31. That's odd, but okay. Whatever it is, go
right,
them.
I was right. It was March. All
March
right,
31st. So
told
that
you.
means that it'll it's cute. That's even worse for them, I think.
No, because that's the summer release. It's gonna be a big blockbuster for them.
Yeah, but they're usually like the first
That's how
quarter.
they're gonna kick off summer. That's what they're gonna do.
What did they do this year? Didn't they do it like January through March?
Yeah, that's right. A core Q to Q4 for them. Cuter, I was gonna say instead of quarter.
That I see. That's like a typical Sony move. So I guess my Q2, thinking of it from our perspective, I would say is probably appropriate. It's definitely appropriate.
Oh,
I
it's
could see
definitely.
I could see God of War coming out maybe Q4 if we're looking at their perspective.
Yeah, I
And
think
and Days Gone.
one of those games is coming out at least Q4.
I'd say if there's any that could probably do it, I'd say God of War and Days Gone. I think Spider-Man might be the
Oh,
one to get pushed.
I'm gonna just explode if God of War comes out Q4 for them.
I just
Q1 for
I personally I just need them to spread shit out. I mean,
us.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we kind of all can speak from a similar perspective that, the older we get, this some
Well,
discretionary income that's
Francis
an
said it
increase.
best. I can't afford Mountain Dew.
No, there's too much shit that comes out.
I know. Well, that's my problem. Is like there's so much stuff that comes out. It's like you go down the list of all like a lot of games that everyone's played through by now. Like I have Wolfenstein, I still have not finished. Fallout 4, I still have not finished.
Did you say Steen?
Yeah,
Steen?
Steen.
Stein.
Sorry,
Oh
Stein.
my God.
Wolfenstein.
Mass Effect Andromeda, I played like 2 hours worth. I just don't like
I
it.
I'm gonna have to take a picture and post it on Twitter on the amount of games. So for obviously people that don't know, I won't consider a game done until I get all the achievements. But taking that aside,
He still
looking at
hasn't
my
finished Master Chief Collection, everybody. Just
looking at my list of games on Xbox that are ready to install and installed, I'm talking between me and Ruiz. I think we have what? I'd say like 250, almost 300 games
yeah,
that I haven't touched.
just completely sitting there. He's not even kidding.
I don't, and I have also like a stack of games sitting next to me downstairs on my desk that I haven't gotten to.
And that's
Yeah.
that's only Xbox games. He's not counting PlayStation.
No, PlayStation, I haven't touched any of the games that's come out. Literally none, because I don't have time. Um,
Grown up sucks.
being an adult's rough, but we do what we gotta do.
At least AJ's making money.
Yeah.
So for me, Sony. Oh, they also showed off Shadow of Colossus remake, which I know everybody
Lost their mind over.
they
It's
lost over. That was like the
it's
win for everybody at
it's
E3.
not even a remake. It's just a remaster again.
No, this is, I think, from what I understand, a top to bottom remaster, like a remake.
Eh, only if they added more Colossi, because fucking played that game twice. It's a great game, good story, but I don't keep playing it.
Trust me, people will still buy it. It'll sell by the millions, just like
Oh, of course it
Crash,
will.
which does I have a note about. And also they also announced Monster Hunter, which I have to clarify this because everybody seems to be getting this wrong. Everybody keeps saying it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive. It's not. It's been announced that it's coming to multi-platform. So I'd iterate that. That's like
PlayStation's getting exclusive content, if I remember correctly.
that wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, a lot of outlets are posting that that's an exclusive when it's not the
I
case.
hate when
So,
they do exclusive content like that. That stuff pisses me off.
well,
It's gonna be
that's Sony
it's gonna
too.
be significant though, because Sony has a pretty big monopoly on Monster Hunter.
Yeah, well, I'm sure, but like,
Because
I'm very curious. Does Call of Duty have exclusive content on PlayStation?
oh,
I
they
haven't
do.
heard it.
They get the
Destiny is. I
DLC.
don't know about Call of
They
Duty.
get the
I
DLC
I know
early.
I know they typically do, but I didn't hear it mentioned for the first time at E3. This E3
Um,
they showed it off, but they didn't announce it.
yeah,
Like
but they're.
Destiny, they showed it in their trailer that there was exclusive content, but I didn't see that on Call of Duty unless I missed it.
I think there's something. I saw something. I forgot what it is.
I know they get beta access first, which whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like whatever.
No, that pisses me off. I'm jealous of that.
That's you know what? That's what Xbox used to do, but then a lot of people complained about it. That Xbox spent the money on marketing deals, and then they stopped, and now everybody's complaining that they don't do it.
Honestly, it
Phil
only
Spencer
hurt.
hates it anyway.
It only hurts the fans. It's only hurts the consumer.
I agree. I mean, look,
It's only
I think
shitty for us.
my problem with it, I
Like I'm
don't want to.
getting punished because I don't buy
Yeah,
that particular system, and not even buy like Sony, but like buy Call of
Anything.
Duty.
whatever.
It's
Either
like
way,
you didn't buy our system. You didn't buy the one that we got the most money from. So fuck you. You're gonna play it late.
my concern, which it can't be confirmed because there's obviously no public announcement about it. I think I told you about this, Ruiz, is the fear that the the future of the Xbox One X, which I'm going to be very brief about because we'll talk about it later,
Oh, the
could be
conspiracy theory.
could be hindered by marketing deals if Sony puts in a preface that says you can't make this outperform on another console. And I feel like for Destiny and Call of Duty, that could be the case. I don't know how it's supposed to perform on the Xbox One X, so I can't confirm. But I know Destiny's only doing 30 frames, and they kind of mentioned that they weren't doing Xbox One X like enhancements to it.
The thing with Destiny though is they said multiple times, even before the X was announced, that just for the X at least, was that for Destiny, I mean just for Destiny, is that the engine was only made to run at 30 frames.
Which I can understand that. That's fine if that's the case, if that's the engine's
Yeah.
fault. But from
People are
one,
using it as an opportunity to kick the Xbox.
I don't know if there's like no benefit they're trying to reap from it.
The only reason it's going to be 60 on PC is because they can just let you run with an uncapped frame rate, in which case you're on your own.
Yeah, buddy.
And I haven't seen anything for Call of Duty, so I don't know if that's gonna necessarily get something. I would hope so. I mean, I would like to see even if they do Call of Duty not at 4K 60, give me the option for 1080p 60. I like that.
It's going to be a while, I think, for 60 frames on console. They
I
just
don't
don't
know.
want to do it.
There are some games that are
Too
giving you the option to
expensive.
do one or the other.
It's optimization. It's not even expense cost. A lot of companies just don't have the time to optimize that much.
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't know if it's for sure. I mean, time will tell. I'm looking now briefly while we're talking about it. I can't see anything for Call of Duty, so I'm not sure. Time will
As
we'll
we
just
get
say
closer,
yeah. There'll be more to talk
come
about.
September, it's gonna.
I know Gamescom is usually Gamescom. I think is the correct pronunciation. Is big for Xbox, so I mean they might show it there. I don't know. Time will tell. But anyway, Sony was okay for me. I guess I don't know how you guys felt. I was kind of bummed that most of the titles they showed off, including the Uncharted DLC thing, is all like next year except for like one or two titles.
No, the Uncharted DLC is in August.
Yeah, that's I think that and one other thing are an exception to the rule.
Oh, and Undertale. Everybody was freaking out about Undertale. I don't know why that wasn't in the main press conference.
Yeah. By the way, Sony, next year do us a favor. Don't do this pre-show nonsense where you have a creepy guy that can't
Asshat.
ass hat for the win. But no, like they don't hold conversation. Like he couldn't hold conversation, and then they showed off like half the games they could have showed off in the press conference, outside the press conference.
Hmm.
They just extend the whole thing. Just make it another hour,
They fucked up. That's what they did.
basically. I guess last but not least is Microsoft, which was Sunday or Monday morning. Sunday? I don't remember. I think it was Sunday. Whatever, doesn't matter. Actually, me and Ruiz watched this one together. What's it called?
I was
Uh, they,
working.
yeah, they announced the Xbox One
Oh, we,
X.
we went to the movie theater for the Sony one too.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
be fair, which had some audio issues, but that's all right.
It had them everywhere, to be honest.
That's what I was hearing.
Um, so basically, they showed off the Xbox One X, or Project Scorpio, whatever you want to call it. It's actually the smallest Xbox. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all the specs. I'm pretty sure you've seen it like in 8,000 places. I'm not gonna go crazy.
I'm impressed with the price point on it for what it does.
Honestly, for what it's able to do, I'm not surprised by the price point.
Yeah, I'm pretty like it. $500 is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people.
Am I gonna buy one? Absolutely not.
Well,
But
if with you having a gaming PC, I don't see the need for it.
no.
I mean, they're basically. I mean, as you can kind of agree here that they're unifying the platform at the end
Yeah.
of the day.
That's how much my
Yeah.
graphics card cost. $500. So
What a great
Like-
deal!
Like you can literally buy any of those games that are first party on your what's it called on your PC, and then if you
Yeah.
decide down the road to play it on an X, you can get it. It don't matter. It's cross-platform,
yeah.
cross-play, whatever they're
Well,
calling it.
that's what I like about like Gears of War 4 was the first example of that.
Yeah, they got
And that
competitive
was
multiplayer working
so
now
yeah,
across platform.
that was so great for us to like I mean, you guys always play on the console whatever, but for me a lot of the times when I decide I want to get a game that I'm really excited about, I have to make that decision. Do I want to have the experience that I prefer on the console, or do I want to be able to have still a good experience, but able to play with my friends? And that's where I get that's where I base
Yeah,
what I like. If it's a very storyline heavy game, I'm gonna get it for the PC. If it's very multiplayer heavy, I'm gonna get it for Xbox so that I can play with you guys.
yeah. So I'm
So,
assuming that means Star Wars you're getting on the Xbox.
yeah, I'll probably get Star Wars on the Xbox.
Probably.
Yeah,
And
Uh,
Crackdown.
yeah.
well, Crackdown you can get on PC. I think it's crossplay,
Well, Crackdown's an Xbox exclusive, right?
but
Speaking of,
I think it's part of the crossplay lineup.
Yeah,
no,
that's what I'm
it's a
saying. It's gonna be
Microsoft
part of it.
exclusive. It's Microsoft exclusive. Every title coming out now that's theirs is going to be cross-platform,
Okay.
like unified.
Yeah,
I don't know
I mean,
about cross-play,
like
but it's
Forza.
cross-compatible.
I mean, so
Okay.
if anything, you could get it on the PC, and if you want to play with us, just switch to the
Yeah, well,
Xbox. You're
that's what I was
safe.
saying. That was
Yeah,
what was so great about the Gears of War 4 because that was the first big title that they did that with,
Hmm.
uh huh.
And they're doing it with Halo too now, right?
yeah, and it
But
and
I
it
think,
worked, and it's what I've always wanted.
but isn't Gears you can actually play it on the PC and still play with us? I think it's a
Yeah,
little different. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different. I
you
don't
can
think
even play
Crackdown you'll be able to
multiplayer.
do that. Crackdown, I'm pretty sure it'll probably be separate.
See, I'm okay with Gears because they did the stats, and it's like, PC players have the same amount of aiming, ability as people on console in that game, which is okay because it's a third-person shooter. It makes sense.
It's a little difficult to aim in that game either way. I think it's
But
just.
then if you play something like Halo, I think it's going to be obvious.
Oh yeah, that's gonna.
So
They're
I'd
not
say
gonna
yeah.
be able to mix the multiplayer in that at all. There's no way.
and that's not always fun either because then it's like, oh, well, I can't play with my friends then.
Well, I
'Cause
mean,
who fucking really likes firefight, honestly?
It's true.
but at the same time, if it is gonna be crossplay, I'll play multiplayer with you guys on console if I have to. I don't care.
Yeah.
I probably I'm not gonna get too into it. It's so much quicker to aim. I mean, I'm not gonna get into it.
Mm.
All right. On top of that, yeah, I'm not gonna go into the specs. I'm gonna avoid that.
You should just go on the
You
the
should just.
conspiracy theory with Crackdown.
I
Well,
hope
I mean,
Crackdown doesn't suck.
I don't think it's going to.
I'm so disappointed in Crackdown 2.
I think people need to realize. I mean, they're looking at it visually and they're thinking that they're expecting the game to run like anything else would, but a game like that, I think Rose, you told me this. Like it's not aesthetically pleasing. It's more for the gameplay.
Mhm.
You would expect
It's made to
to be able
be
to.
fun to play
Yep.
rather than, fun to look at.
So
It's a thing where they sacrifice quality game over quality graphics.
yeah, exactly.
That's why they go with a more cel-shaded approach, more
I
easier
mean,
to be pleasing and fun.
but in regards to, I think are you talking about the conspiracy theory about like the destruction? That
Hmm.
I don't think that's a thing. I think they just didn't show it off. But from what I understand, you could destroy everything from people that played it.
You're supposed to be able to destroy everything and reset the city seamlessly from the cloud.
I'm
And
gonna say that that's probably the
everyone's
case.
very afraid because they didn't show it during the trailer,
So
and they're
what?
freaking
They
out.
showed
They
off
had big
Terry
explosions.
Crews.
I know, but they had big explosions, and they didn't show anything breaking from those explosions, and they're like freaking out. It's like, holy shit, they're lying to us. They couldn't get it to work. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a
It's a
trap.
trap. It's a trap.
Abort.
Uh,
It's a Xbox One failure. That's what they're saying.
I would say let's give it time. Let's see what happens. I mean, I feel like everything at this point, because E3 did show off a lot, but a lot of this stuff is still months away. I mean, in months' time, anything could change.
Yeah.
I mean, a development like that, I don't think will obviously can't change because it's too close. But I mean,
It isn't. It didn't go gold yet, so I mean,
it's possible.
it could still get
Um,
delayed, which I think people will fucking cry. There's their
exactly.
launch title for the Xbox One X.
I guess some other things from Xbox we can talk about. Forza Motorsports 4K 60, Forza Motorsport 7. I'm assuming
That's
that
good.
Horizon's going to get a patch for something to that effect. There were also they showed off Assassin's Creed. It's going to get 4K Ultra HD and HDR. It's not going to get. I don't think it's going to be true 4K. I think it's going to be like some sort of upscaling of some sort.
Mm.
Um, Minecraft's going 4K. And that's
Damn.
also that they announced that they're bridging the servers on that to iPhone, Android, Windows, the Xbox, and this Nintendo Switch.
Damn, I need to
So
go 4K.
so far, every effort Xbox has made to get Sony to come over and do crossplay, they've said no.
Oh, there's a
Um,
loss.
yep. All right, and then they showed off. If I remember, was it 42 or 44 games that they showed off?
Something like that in the fours.
I could rattle them off real quick, and then we could say if there's any that stood out to us personally. Metro Exodus, Forza Motorsport 7, like I said, Deep Space Galactic, Player Unknown
Metro looked
Battlegrounds.
beautiful.
Metro did look
I've
awesome.
been hearing a lot
Uh,
of good things about PlayerUnknown Battleground.
that did look good too.
Most
Um,
popular game on Steam besides
Yeah.
Dota and
yep.
CS:GO.
Assassin's Creed Origins, we just mentioned. State of Decay 2 was shown off. The Darwin Project, Minecraft 4K, we mentioned. This is not an exclusive, but they showed it off anyway. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which looks ridiculously awesome. It's like Marvel vs.
Mhm.
Capcom style with Dragon Ball Z characters.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, back to the old school days.
Bobby, you actually have played this on the PC. Black Desert?
Yes.
I bought that too for like a week ago.
Oh, you bought it on
It's
Steam?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, you like it, right? It's good.
It's
I
fun.
haven't played it since I streamed it that one day because it just I don't know. I went back on and played a little bit, but it's pretty fun. I like it.
We should group up and you could stream together.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
stream.
Let's do it.
Group up.
I really like the visuals in it. It's
It's very nice.
a really good looking game. I'm having a little trouble with the interface and how to do stuff. I'm just kind of not used to it, but I like the fighting style. It's fun.
Oh, it's a very action based, which is
It's
nice.
just a matter of getting like learning the whole new armor system and stuff. I'm kind of just ditching Guild Wars 2. I'm kind of just bored with it.
How dare you?
I know. I'm just bored.
Don't
with
worry,
it.
Guild Wars 3 is going to come out in a year or two.
I don't think
It's just
so.
the same thing. Like they release a thing, I play it for like 2 days, and then I beat it, and I have no need to grind
Not
for
enough,
whatever special
and not
armor
enough
is out.
content is what Yama's
Yeah,
saying.
it's just not enough content.
Yeah, but how old is the fucking game at this point? You can't expect content to be fresh all the time.
Well, they did release the expansion, but I fucking beat that shit already.
I
Did you load the new
But
class to max?
yeah, yeah, I have
Dang.
all my characters are all max level. Most of them have max gear and everything, or actually two of them have max gear.
supposedly they might be working on another expansion
Yeah.
slated for the fall.
Mhm. Yeah, I heard
Interesting.
about that.
All right, well, there you go. That's more. You'll be back.
We'll see. Yeah, I'll
You'll
be
always.
back. They'll get me back. I've put too much time into it for not to be back.
All right, let's keep rolling. The last night on Artful Escape, Code Vein, Sea of Thieves, which has gotten lots of coverage in the last year between the alpha and all this other stuff that's gone on.
It's
That game looks like
every
fun.
weekend. Every weekend there's an alpha test.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Tacoma, Super Lucky's Tale, which I know was confirmed to run in 4K 60. For those people that think that's important. Cuphead's finally getting released this year.
It only took them forever, and it's releasing a week after Destiny.
Yep, so rip that game. Crackdown we talked about. Osiris New Dawn. Raiders of the Broken Planet. Sorry. Unruly Heroes. Path of Exile. Battle Right. I think that was actually the game that actually looks like a little bit of fun. It's like that arena game that they showed off with the MC guy.
No, that was the other game towards the beginning of the conference. You mentioned the beginning of the list. I mean, the Darwin Project.
Oh, okay. There you go. Surviving Mars, Fable Fortune, which we all know what that is. Observer, Robocraft Infinity, sorry.
Robocraft is always good.
Dunk Lords, Minion Masters.
Wait. Donk Lords?
No, Dunk, like Slam
Oh,
Dunk.
Dunk.
I thought you meant like donk.
Dunk. The Doc.
Continue.
Um, Brawl Out,
Better control yourself.
Oublette, Dark and Light, Strange Brigade, River Bond, Hello Neighbor, Shift, Conan Exiles.
Wait, hello neighbor? What is that? Fucking Mr. Rogers game?
Yep, Mr. Rogers, a
Uh,
video game.
it is if he's a psychopathic murderer.
Yep, he is. What was I? Ashen, Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is a prequel to the Life is Strange game.
Also
Uh,
multiplayer.
yes, that is multiplat. Middle Earth Shadow of War. I don't. That's multiplat, but I know it's getting a lot of bumps on the X. Ori and the Will of the Wisp. The first Ori game was really good, so if you haven't played that, check that out.
They're trying to
And
get you with the feels again. That's it.
and then the Destiny Killer Anthem.
At least that's what they're hoping it is for EA.
Oh, at this point, from what I see, if Destiny 2 isn't that good, this might be it because game looks
Long,
awesome.
long as you don't use that fake ass talking they have in the game. Those comms. The comms.
Comms.
The comms.
They also announced 4K upgrades to Gears, Forza 3. I guess I was right with that. Halo Wars 2, Minecraft, and I think they said there was going to be Xbox One X upgrades to I think 30 titles that are on the Xbox One right now.
Nice.
And then the last bit of news that people went apeshit over was that Xbox One and the X and the S will now be available in the fall to be backwards compatible with the original Xbox. As of right now, I think only 2 games are announced. I think it's Fusion Frenzy and Crimson Skies.
Oh, Fusion Frenzy got fucking confirmed. That game's
Yeah.
bomb, dude.
Crimson Skies is actually a great game. So that's
Both
definitely
games are good. Both games are good.
nice addition to see that come back.
Now we gotta get that Jet Set Radio Future. That's it.
Yep, dude. If they put that in like the Conquer on the Xbox, oh my god, life
I
made.
still have my fucking N64 cartridge for Conquer.
I
Shit
want
ain't ever going anywhere.
I want the actual Xbox version. I don't think they will because of Rare Replay, but you know.
Yeah, they won't, but still.
For me,
Be nice.
but that was it. I think for everybody, to be honest, that was important. Overall, I honestly didn't have a winner this year on E3. I thought that everybody did a pretty solid job
I think
overall.
we're all winners this year.
I think the winners this year are the gamers. I agree with you there.
Nah, if all the
Um,
games are free, then we'd be the winners.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
actually, Xbox gave away a couple free games for watching the live stream on what's it called again? The new name for it?
They
Beam.
Not
changed it.
Beam.
No,
Yeah,
they changed it. It's
Mixer.
Mixer. It's Mixer
Mixer.
now.
Mixer.
They
Yeah,
fucking changed it again.
if you watch the live stream, you got actually a code for a free copy of Rare Replay, 2 other like indie games, and like a bunch of DLC. It's actually pretty cool. Um,
We're still waiting to see what the hell Sony's giving us.
he ain't getting shit. Uh, but
I mean, we got like $40 worth of stuff last time. See what happens.
I mean, we kind of touched on the Xbox, the price point on that, so we won't dive into that anymore. You know, but what I found interesting was when I was reading an article yesterday. Supposedly, devs that have used the Xbox and are talking about porting over like upgrades for it, say it's really easy. Saying it takes like an hour, like a day at most, to port games over. So, I mean, do you guys think that we'll be seeing a lot more games getting the 4K like upgrade treatment or like some performance enhancements?
I don't. I mean, a lot of those games are in the past at this point. So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
anything
wouldn't say
really
everything.
popular, yeah, like like the big titles.
You know what I'm
I
curious?
don't know.
Why hasn't Overwatch gotten a performance patch on either console?
There's some kind of reason behind that. That Blizzard is holding back.
Yeah,
They have some. I forget what it is, but they have some kind of technical reasoning behind that they don't want it upgraded.
But why? It makes
I
no sense.
Jeff Kaplan answered that in an interview, but
Yeah.
I don't remember what he said exactly. And he's the lead of the Overwatch team.
I mean, I'm assuming that the game will automatically get super sampled on the Xbox, and it's probably upscaled on the PS4 Pro.
They do
So
get upscale, but it doesn't increase frame rate.
I don't think you're gonna get an increased frame rate. I just want to see if there'll be enhancements to the actual
I would
game.
love to play Overwatch in 60 frames.
I mean, like that's the thing is, 60 frames. I wouldn't say is everything to a game because some games play better in 30.
No,
Like
but
I
it's such
think,
a mind fuck when you play one game in 30 for a long time and then switch to 60.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
no,
I
I
did it
get,
with League, and it was like, what the fuck am I watching? It looks so weird.
dude, that's like Gears. When you switch between multiplayer and single player, it's like night and day.
Yeah, it really is.
Um,
Or even Horde in multiplayer.
yeah,
On
it's true.
PC. Sorry.
What an asshole.
My computer runs Gears beautifully.
Actually,
Amazing. Oh,
what's his? Jeff Kaplan said that Overwatch might support the Project Scorpio 4K.
oh really?
Yeah, he said in an interview during April, like at around the April timeframe.
Oh, I thought I heard something else. Maybe it
Um,
was something else he was talking about.
No,
Oh, I think he
we're
was
talking
talking
about the
about.
frames. We're talking about not
I mean, I don't, but
4K.
he could mean anything. He can mean like that's the thing is that it's not necessarily strictly used for either better resolution or better
I think he was
frame rate.
maybe it was cross compatibility he was talking about
Oh, that would never be cross
Um,
compatibility.
because that would never happen. I think he was talking about it, but with like between Xbox and PC.
No,
No, wasn't. No, I forget where I heard something where they were like, "No, we're not doing that," and they had legit reasoning behind it.
Oh, they're talking about maybe you're talking about the
Controllers.
debate between consoles and keyboard, like the controller and
Yeah,
the keyboard.
yeah.
They're like, we'll never add support for a mouse and keyboard on the
That's
consoles
yes.
because it's not widely available to everybody. So as such, we consider it an unfair advantage and do not condone it.
Yeah,
Ah, fair.
that's what I was thinking of.
So
Because some people were using a mouse and keyboard on the Xbox and PlayStation that
Oh, they had
have
it
fine,
tapped.
better aim. Now they actually sell some third-party peripherals.
Really?
hmm
I might have to look
Uh,
into that.
especially Square sold some for Final Fantasy 14, since
uh,
those are still going pretty strong on console.
okay. So I know Yama already kind of stated his piece in regards to the Xbox One X that he doesn't need it. Ruiz, do you plan on pre-ordering one, picking one up down the road, so on and so forth? What's your thoughts?
Uh, I think I'll probably pick one up eventually. But I mean, I'm probably gonna pick up a Pro too and upgrade my PC too. So I don't know. I like to keep my options open.
Eventually.
It's just like I get the if I'm gonna get one, I need to get 4K. Like I don't have any 4K TVs. Like I don't like you guys
That
both have 4K TVs, right?
Yeah, I
yeah,
do.
I
I
don't.
do.
See, I'd have to go out and spend whatever 500 whatever dollars on a.
It doesn't even matter. It's still gonna look better on a
Yeah,
1080.
I mean you have to realize that they are doing that super sampling thing they're
Yeah,
talking
that's true.
about.
And
Or did
would I like to upgrade to 4K eventually? Like absolutely. If I had the extra money, I mean, I
hmm
like my TV now. When I was in the market for a new monitor, I was gonna get 4K,
they're
but
expensive.
if you want a gaming monitor that does 4K and you still get a refresh rate over like 60, they're as expensive as like a 46-inch 4K TV. Like
Yeah, I
it's
saw a
just
monitor,
yeah.
like the new I think they're made by Samsung or they're made by LG. Like a 39-inch like curved monitor that supports 4K and like gaming and stuff. It's like more than I paid for my television.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Uh,
I was looking for it. Let's see. Let's go to
Which I think that's absurd. I understand the benefits of it, but at that point I might as well just go get a TV.
yeah, here's an LG 4K 27-inch, 400 bucks. Now here's the top of the line. If you want to get it with FreeSync or G-Sync, which basically G-Sync is Nvidia's. Basically, it matches the frame rate of your game to the refresh rate on your monitor, so that there's no hiccups. It's very smooth.
They're
There's
saying
no
we got you,
tears.
fam.
Yeah, exactly. My monitor has FreeSync, which is AMD's version of that. So when I was
And
upgrading for it,
we all know Nvidia's better.
yeah, I know. I, I I like my AMD graphics card. I've never had an issue with it.
It's serviceable.
Yeah, no, it's a really good card. But anyway, like I'm looking at this 32-inch 4K Acer, over $1,000, twelve hundred
That's absurd.
dollars.
You're better off buying a TV.
You
Like
could probably
I
buy
can't.
like a 50-inch
You buy a 4K
4K
TV now,
TV.
it's a fucking monitor anyway. Just
Yeah,
plug your computer to do it.
So that's true. I mean I'd rather not confirm the price, but I could tell you I paid less than that for my 4K TV. I'd say by a couple hundred at
see,
least.
I paid I think 250 for this monitor. It only does 1080p, but and the refresh rate is only like 85, but it's still it
I
might
have
be.
this one that I use for downstairs for my stream and stuff. It's a 1080p. I
What,
think
your
it does.
old one?
No. I got a gaming monitor. It's like not high end. It's just like I think it was like 120 bucks and it works pretty well. It's an Asus. I don't know what model number. I couldn't
Mm.
tell. But I mean, fighting games are like night and day down here than they are upstairs for that. I know it's a big game where you see the difference.
What do you mean that your gaming monitors like there's no delay? Is what you're saying,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's all about, is the latency.
Yeah, I mean upstairs when I'm playing other stuff, it's like minimal. I could care less. Um, because I know you're not gonna get that refresh rate on any television. It's
Well,
just not
well,
big.
that's why I stopped
Mm.
playing Xbox on my TV on my 46 inch. Is because I couldn't, like, when I play first person shooters, I was so far behind, and then I got this monitor and I started playing on here, and it's been, like you said, like night and day. Like I won't go back. I don't play anything on the big TV anymore.
I can't do that. I feel like
Except for Peggle. I play Peggle
there's
on the big TV.
there's still an experience behind the larger screen. There's still more of an immersion to that than
Yeah,
there
but
is to a smaller screen.
until they get the delay down.
I don't think you're gonna see that though.
Yeah, well,
I don't
I'm sure
anytime
some of
soon.
these, like I'm sure your, I mean, TV. I mean, you start spending almost $2,000 on it. Also, it's the display port too. No, none of these newer HDMI can't handle
Well,
what
there'll
a
be
DisplayPort cable can handle. But like
there'll be an update to that in time.
I went to Best Buy for a DisplayPort cable, and they didn't know what I was talking about.
That's also because a lot of people are incompetent at
Yeah,
Best
you
Buy.
can't go by Best Buy
Oh
staff.
my
They're pretty
god,
good.
they're
Pretty
fucking stupid over there. I can't
not
even.
all, but a good chunk of them are.
Yeah, they're like, oh, do you mean an HDMI cable? I'm like, no, like I need a fucking DisplayPort cable.
I'm pretty
Are
sure
you
they have
sure
the.
you don't need a HDMI cable? Like, listen, I know more than you. Step
I'm,
away.
I'm pretty sure they have the display
Bob's got
cables
that
by like.
PC Master Race attitude.
I do. I do
I
when I
think
go
it's.
in there.
I think
But
they're behind the Apple stuff. To be honest.
yeah, well, they don't. They say that they had them in stock online,
Oh,
which
they do.
I know,
That's
but they
never
couldn't.
wrong.
But they couldn't tell me where it was in the store because they didn't know what I was talking about.
Well,
Nobody. I went to the TV section. I went to the computer section. I went to the gaming section. I went to customer service. Nobody knew what I was talking about.
if you ever need to go back and look for it, I think it's behind the Apple aisle.
I know. Yeah, I looked all over the place. Anyway, we're getting off track.
If you ever
Um.
need to find something in Best Buy, you literally just ask Troy. He knows the layout.
Well, that's
Fucking
because
lives
yeah.
there.
Yep, that's true. Every Tuesday. Only every Tuesday.
Hmm.
All right. I guess the last two things we thought we'd talk about. I was going to talk about something else, but I guess we can hold this for next week since then would be closer. But so me and Ruiz have both been playing two new titles that came out in the last couple weeks. I thought we'd give like a quick rundown. I'm not gonna rant this much about this game because if you watch me stream it, you'll probably hear me rant about it anyway. And those games are Friday the 13th and Tekken 7.
Oh, really? You're liking Friday the 13th? I
No,
wouldn't even think
actually,
you would like it.
I enjoy it, but I'm pissed off at the game.
Oh, okay.
It makes
So
him very angry.
solely for the fact that I understand this game was a Kickstarter game and there was a huge development process, which I'm cool with that. That's fine. Take as long as you got it to give me a good product. I could care less how long it takes. Um, but so this game's been out for how long now, Ruiz? 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's gonna be a month soon.
Still broken.
Servers suck.
No, they actually have a memory leak issue. Ruiz, if you want to clarify a little more about it than I can understand, because it's above my head.
Basically, they fucked up their coding and they didn't fucking close the loop probably, so it's probably an infinite loop, and it just keeps going and going and going and
What keeps on
wastes
going? Oh,
resources until fucking the game crashes because it can't handle processing it.
So
It's
now, but
probably it, but I don't
the
know what the specific is.
the way this works though is it's random.
Mhm.
So you can get in a game with, and it's not like the game itself just crashes. It's an individual's game will crash. So you
Yeah.
could play a game, and let's say one game you play, your game crashes. All right, you go. It happens every once in a while. It's not a big deal. You hop back in the next game you play. Somebody else in the lobby crashes. It could kick you back to the main screen. If the host crashes, you're getting kicked back. I mean,
Hmm.
if you let's say you play a solid, I'd say 10 games, maybe 4 of the 10 are actual full matches that actually register in the game and you get XP and
I would
stuff.
say if you're lucky, it's every 3 games you crash on Xbox, on PC, and PS4. It's a little bit different, but
Yeah,
I mean,
for per individual basis, I'd say every 3 to 4 games your game will crash. But combining that in with everybody else, the likelihood of you completing a match is very low.
And quick play is still broken on Xbox.
Yep.
They did fix quick play on the other systems though.
They said they fix it on the Xbox, but I still get starting quick play and I get thrown into a lobby by myself. So obviously it's not fixed. But there's like a lot of other glitches and stuff in the game that they said they addressed, but they're still there. I mean, we've encountered new ones. Now Jason's starting to flip the car. That's a new one.
Yep.
Literally, for one game we played, he put the car like literally straight up.
Yeah, I was at a full stop too. He just fucking showed up and all of a sudden, nope, it broke.
Wound up in a rock. Was another one. Sometimes if you hit Jason, he'll fly across the map, which makes no sense.
Then he'll fall off the map and die.
It's just for $40. I mean, if you had to wait another couple months to get the game out, or just release it strictly to the people that backed the game first and then opened it up wide, because I
As
know
much
that
as I
there
want
was.
to say wait, I feel like the game's gonna die before you fucking get it if you wait a couple months.
I don't know, man. Like I told you, this is the second week in a row that I've seen this game on the top selling games on Xbox.
See, it's so bizarre too. Like I like to keep an eye on the Steam charts to see what people are playing. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is gonna be number 3 forever on that list, I think. At least until that whole genre dies.
Yeah.
But Dead by Daylight has about 4 times as many players as Friday the 13th does. Dead by Daylight's still rocking in like 12,000 people on Steam any regular time. And Friday the 13th is averaging under 4 at peak,
Yeah,
which
but
is
you have
not
to.
good.
I mean, dude, it's an indie game though. I don't think they were expecting much from it.
Yeah, but
So for
those
their
other two
scale, this is
games I
probably
said are indie
fantastic.
games.
Well, yeah, but Dead by Daylight definitely had a bigger. Also, it's taken a. I mean, it's been out for a very long time, so it's
It's been a
built a
year on
following.
PC.
Yeah, and it just came out on consoles. I mean, was Dead by Daylight a Kickstarter though?
No.
I
They acquired funds through a publisher. But it's only $20, so it's a more attractive price point.
yeah,
It works.
$30 on console.
and it works.
They actually had a very bad start to the game last year, and they recovered just fine.
So I mean,
People still complain about balance, but everyone's gonna complain
we
about
can
balance.
assume. Look, Friday will recover, but I
Might be too
personally,
late.
I mean, I'm enjoying myself even when the game crashes. It's a lot of fun. But I think that for the people that back the game, I think they should do
See,
something.
another benefit that fucking Dead by Daylight has over Friday is
Michael
that
Myers.
well, he has they have Michael Myers, which is cool, but they have multiple killers,
Yeah.
whereas Friday only has Jason. I mean, you play almost every version of Jason, but
I mean, I guess it'll
only Jason.
tell with the next coming updates, like single player that they're going to be bringing into it. Um, if they patch in any more characters, or I don't know, if maybe they get creative on killers. I don't know. It could be honestly
The
anything.
rumor was, oh, they're gonna secretly add Pamela one day, and oh,
I
maybe
mean,
they'll get the Nightmare on Elm Street license. Yeah,
oh,
now that'd be cool
Easy.
as a concept.
I'll buy 3 more copies of the game if that happens.
I think it'd be just better off as a separate game if they were gonna do that.
They might. I mean, if they see success in this, they might think it's. I mean, that'll be a hard one to actually pull off, though.
Honestly, the style they have now, just add a sleeping mechanic would be great. So in real life, you find items and shit, and if you're close to somebody that's sleeping, you could get attacked by Freddy,
Yeah, I mean that it
or you
could
could get
work.
pulled into the dream world with them,
They might
and then
consider if
you have
the
like a
game.
sleep meter, and then you
Yeah,
fall asleep after a while, and fucking Freddy's hunting your ass.
forget them. Let's just go. Let's go bring it to somebody. Let's bring it to Xbox. See if they'll do it.
Huh.
Um, but I mean, I just think that they should do something for the people that back the game, not for everybody. Because I mean,
Because
look,
fuck everybody.
no, I
Fuck
mean
everybody. Good.
they did a double XP weekend. And they gave out free skins to everybody. But I mean, the people that back the game are the people that obviously saw the potential from the get go.
Everybody's
And
bitching about that too. Oh, you fucking back the game. You got the Tom Savini skin. You fucking pay to win.
but yeah, but you didn't. You had to buy the actual skin first off.
Well, no, it was also included in the 60 and up Kickstarter back.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I think we spent $55. So I mean, we're
Yeah.
close.
They basically spent the same tier anyway.
So I mean, I just think that they should do. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Something special for those people.
I
I
like you're
mean,
like those people.
well, I mean, I'm just speaking from. I mean, you're in the same boat I am. I mean, if they felt that the game wasn't going to run effectively, either A, put a beta out for the Xbox, or B, just postpone it for a temporary period of time. End of the day, it's what they should have done. Instead of saying, well, the game's kind of ready, we're going to launch it now, but then the rest of the game ain't coming out right away. But, I mean, that's all my thoughts on that. You guys,
We'll see
I'm
what happens.
guaranteed you'll catch me streaming it because I play it quite often. I think the last 2 days, the first 2 days, I haven't played Friday since it came out.
Mm.
I've literally played it every day for at least an hour. So
I don't even know if you were on Xbox last night.
last night I was on Tekken for a little bit.
Uh,
Yeah, Heath wanted to play Xbox. I didn't feel like playing it, so
fucking hid from him.
I've been
Bye,
playing
Heath.
Pickle.
no, I sometimes I also was kind of finishing up work, so I had my headphones on and I didn't want to be in a party, so I just kind of made myself disappear.
Damn, he's like, I don't exist.
Nope. And then all I can say about Tekken so far, it doesn't feel like old Tekken to me personally.
It's because I'm not there.
No, it just that's one
Can you
point.
can you
Yes,
like
because
can you like explain that a little better?
I mean, out of all the fighting games, I felt like Tekken wasn't the most fluid, and it didn't feel like. I felt like Tekken was one of those games, Bobby, that you could speak to this, that you could pick up and literally smash the controller to pieces, and you could still win.
Oh, you just like the jamming of the buttons?
No, it just
Button mashing.
the combos don't feel the same, the movement don't feel the
It was
same.
it
Keep it,
to
Bobby.
me.
You know, for me, I've played a lot of Tekken. I
Yeah.
put it on years into Tekken, and
When
it
it
just
comes
doesn't feel right.
when it comes to fighting games, that's the only one that I've ever really put a good amount of time in, and then I could say like I could probably hold my own. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
would all crush me, but
Let's preface this. When AJ says years of Tekken, he's still a casual. He's not
yeah,
a competitive player.
No,
filthy.
For anyone
I
fucking
will
mistakes that context.
I will
Ruiz goes
never
to
add.
Ruiz goes to arcades and sets a high score on Mortal Kombat. like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I will never advocate that I'm a pro, like an advanced gamer or anywhere
He's
near
an enthusiast, but
the
just an
level
enthusiast.
of being competitive. I play games for amusement value. I do not have the time to be competitive. But I put
It's
in
just not his
enough
lifestyle.
exactly. I put in enough time into Tekken to know what Tekken feels like, and it just
To
doesn't feel
appreciate
the
the
same.
mechanics and the gameplay
Yeah,
and
it
everything.
just for me it feels like they're trying too hard to get to compete with those big boys. It doesn't feel
Well, Tekken is a big boy name. I mean,
but in a different regards. I'm talking strictly on like the competitive circuit.
mm,
It just doesn't feel that. It feel the controls and the way it feels and the way it flows with the controller don't feel the same. You kind of get what I'm saying.
mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying it, but characters that I used to be good with, I can't play because they don't feel the same, and the combos don't flow the way they usually do.
I guess you may have just gotten so used to it that it just the new ways just feel totally out of
Maybe,
whack.
maybe that's the case. I mean, I'm enjoying myself nonetheless.
Mhm.
I've played it for the last 3 days.
I
Um,
like in the story.
the story was, I think, was good. I mean, for me personally, the way it ends, I'm not gonna spoil it. I don't know if it's too soon. I was a little crushed by that at the end of the day. Um,
Well, gotta say, everybody says, "Oh, Kazi is bad." Well, the redemption.
yep, Jin Kazama, bitch coming back. Definitely sequel bait, but nah. Um, I mean, it was. I mean, I don't know. You could probably speak to it as well since you probably played some recently as well. But
So, Akuma's in the game. If you didn't know that,
yeah, that's definitely true. That
Street Fighter.
is Heihachi's wife. She's not a Street Fighter character, is she?
No, Kasumi. No,
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm not really big into Street Fighter, so I can't really comment.
she does have the Devil Gene. She's the final boss in the arcade mode. For people who care. Um, typical Tekken boss, pain in the ass, but it's a pattern.
Yep, basically.
So I heard there's a nice bonus mission, boss fight.
Fuck
That
that,
it's full anus clenching.
dude. I That's where maybe it speaks to my lack of ability, if that's the issue, or just I'm not used to the new way. It's hard. I've gotten close a few times, but dude, it's hard.
There's an
Like
achievement for that, right?
his OP is like all hell. Like you can sit there and you can you hit him and his he'll just block your move. Like he'll take the damage, but it doesn't make him flinch. Like what is it? What kind of shit is that? That's not appropriate.
Well, that's
And then
life.
but without the flinch, he's able to then combo off of that and then get like an 8-hit combo on you and you lose half your health bar. I mean, it's
That's because he cheats in every game he's in.
yeah, well, ridiculous. I'm not a fan of it. So
So,
my hope was to finish the game by the weekend, but with that achievement, I don't know.
and if anyone's wondering, even though he's a guest character, he does play a part in the story. Akuma,
Actually,
we're talking
yeah,
about.
he actually plays I'd say a significant
He
role.
he is a significant part. Um, and if they chose a different direction, could have been bringing the end of the Tekken storyline, which would have been very weird.
A little bit,
Well, this is awkward.
just a smidge.
You know,
Um.
whoops, Akuma killed everybody.
Also, I mean, there are a lot of characters though in the game. I mean, I'm assuming they're season pass material, and that's why they didn't include them. A lot of characters in the game that I'm used to seeing that they took out.
Such as,
Like Anna's not wasn't included.
yeah, both
Um,
Williams sisters are not there.
well, no, Nita's there.
I know. I'm saying both of them are not together.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I think who else? One of the other laws isn't there.
Yeah, Law Junior.
Trying to think.
The
I also
detective, the Jackie Chan detective. He's not.
Lee or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Lee.
Trying to look at a list of like the last game's roster. Wang's not there. Ganru isn't there. Um,
Dormammu's not there. Oh wait, wrong game.
uh, Jun's not there. Raven's not there this game.
Master Raven took the place though.
Yeah.
She's like the leader, I guess.
The right
Best way
hand
to say it.
man to Yoshimitsu isn't there. The chick, she's not there
Our
this game.
our boy, the fucking butler.
Oh my god,
Your favorite.
best. Um,
Fucking Alfred in the video game, that's why.
yep. Marduk's not there. The ogre's not there.
Marduk's there.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He's I think he's on next to King on next character select.
Oh, okay.
But he's one of the big grapplers. He has to be there.
Um,
Armored King isn't there.
King's there. Armor King
King is,
hasn't
but
been in the last couple though. I don't think.
He was in tag.
Yeah, but he wasn't in 6.
No, I think they finished the storyline technically.
Julia's not in this one. Julia's been in, I think, almost every Tekken game I can think of.
I think she'll be DLC.
Um, what's her name? Christy isn't in this one.
Oh, they brought back Eddie.
Yeah, but
So
Eddie's been back for the last few. They took him out once and everybody raged, so they brought him back.
Of course.
I think that's.
But I don't think they're gonna bring back Christy because they put in fucking Lucky Chloe.
God, why the hell do you got to do that? Just keep the character the same.
She has an interesting moveset though. Fucking breakdancing, but it's a lot more interactive than Eddie's combos.
I love
You
playing
can't do a lot
Christy.
more
Christy
inputs.
was the best. Eddie was good too. Fucking stand on your hands and spin kick everybody. It's the best. Yeah, I mean, hopefully by the time we have the next episode, I'll have that game done. So, time to chit chat about it. But
He says, hopefully.
I mean, I was, I think it's achievable. I don't think it's impossible.
You gonna beat the bonus episode?
I hope so. I mean, it's gonna take me definitely a while, but I'm gonna try. I'll
I
give
think
an
Yama
update.
fell asleep.
Oh, what?
Yep, he definitely fell asleep.
Yeah, I had no
Um,
idea what the hell you guys were talking about.
Basically, we're kind of slowing, we're winding down at this point. I said that I'll give an update next week. Uh, See how gaming goes. As of right now, Friday and that are on my list. I also, so since I took advantage of that game swap thing, I got Call of Duty Ghost back, so I can finish the campaign.
Ghosts.
Uh, we shall see. But I think that's it. Unless you guys have
Sure.
anything else you want to talk about, bring up real quick before we go.
I've been playing Peggle.
I think you said that.
I have to. You know what? I still have to finish that game. I think I have a couple levels left.
Oh,
Dude,
for
I've been trying to
shame.
just.
For shame.
I haven't been
Never
trying to
finished it.
complete it, but I got a good. It was on sale at the Xbox Summer Sale. I
Oh, is
got
it awesome?
I got the whole thing plus DLC, all the DLC for like
There you go.
$10, I think.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it was a good deal, and I
Nice.
already beat all the main levels.
Yeah, I still have. I have
Seen
literally
all the high scores I set on your Xbox.
many an hour killed on Peg. That's the thing. You know what I realize? There's a lot of games that we've both played that when we play them together, we've spent a lot of time.
Yeah,
Literally
dude.
hours.
Yeah,
Sometimes even days.
it's like Peggle. Like that was one of them that we just like
Yep.
got caught on and like could not stop. Like there was other good stuff out at the time, but we were just
Hmm.
like, this fucking game where you shoot the ball at the little fucking pegs is what is entertaining us right now.
Basically.
Yeah.
Um. But yeah. I think
I'm on
that's
vacation all next week, so I'm probably not gonna play anything.
the one person that's on vacation
Great,
is the one
Yama.
that doesn't play video
I'm
games.
not gonna be home.
Bitch, bring your Xbox with you.
There you go. He just told you.
I'll bring the laptop.
There you go.
There you go. We'll play
Don't
some
don't,
Black Desert.
don't just use it for the naughty things. Use it for gaming.
We'll play some Black Dog. Black Dog.
Like dog.
Black Dog.
Oh, you know what? All right. So I guess we should drop in those uh social media plugs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'll put all the links below, but we're on Facebook, Twitter,
Face
Instagram.
Yep. Facebook.com / not just gaming official.
Oh, YouTube,
Uh,
Twitch.
I think YouTube is the same /
Mm.
and I think Instagram's the same.
You mean / though?
Or / yeah, my apologies. So yeah, / not just gaming official. The only one that's different is if you guys go to follow us on Twitter is it's at X not just gaming X. I'm in the process of trying to get the not just gaming Twitter handle, but somebody has it and they haven't been active for years. So
Those bastards.
yeah, I want it.
Yeah,
I know
want
that Twitter has a policy where it's after a certain amount of years the account becomes like disabled. I want it.
Well, damn.
Because
He
not
said
just
he
gaming
wants it.
official is
That's
too
it.
big. I can't fit that in a Twitter handle.
Well, shit.
So
There you have it, folks.
until such, X not just gaming X. Also Twitch, I think it's Twitch / not or / not just gaming.
Yeah, it's just full,
Just not just gaming.
Yeah. Mhm.
I
And
just
our
got
YouTube.
word.
YouTube.com/not just gaming official.
Yep. I just got word that the capture card should be coming in Saturday, so thankfully this holiday weekend, you guys will
Capture.
probably see some gameplay.
Some video games.
That's gonna
So
be
I
cool.
it'll probably be Friday or Tekken, unless Tekken gets done, then not Tekken.
Or 2K.
I don't know. I told you I can't stream 2K. I get
He's got that
too
rage. He's got that
I
rage.
get too rage
It's got
filled in
that
that
Bobby
game.
Rage. I still have to buy
Oh
another controller.
no, thankfully I haven't gotten the Bobby Rays. I need a new controller, but it's still pretty bad.
Two controllers in 1 month. I bought that. I bought this controller. Didn't last more than a month. By the way,
Well,
I
That's
got this
pretty
controller
bad,
at the
Bobby.
beginning of the month.
I'm pretty sure when they do like durability tests on it, I'm pretty sure they don't take it and smash it on knees, walls, keyboards, tables. I'm pretty sure they don't do that.
Why not? Why not?
That's what I do.
You should probably tweet at Xbox and tell them to do this
Yeah.
because the controllers ain't lasting. But
I want a steel cased Xbox controller so that when I hit
Oh
myself
God,
with
steel
it,
chair.
I feel it, and I'm like, damn, I gotta stop doing that. Like,
I
Oh,
think
you
you just have
feel
to
it.
think about it and
Good.
just say, don't do it.
yeah, well, yeah, I know. Anyway,
You're like, step it, step it.
All right. Next week, I think we have to try to set for a set day that this comes out. So I mean, if we're gonna do Friday, maybe we should try to aim for every Friday this comes out.
yeah,
So make sure to check back on iTunes or wherever you're listening from on Fridays. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week.
bye.
Adios.